Hi everyone, Liam here from Assets for Life. Welcome to this latest episode of Success Sunday. I'm really excited. I'm going to be interviewing two of my personal graduates. They've done amazing things over the last few months. We're going to be asking them lots of questions and teaching you how you can start, scale and grow your business. I'm Ryan, co-founder of Assets for Life, and if you are new to this channel, go for it, hit subscribe and the notification bell straight away, because every single week I release new videos. Tonight's video is Success Sunday, and in just the last few years I've been able to add over £12 million worth of property to the portfolio, raised over £5 million of joint venture finance, and I have now trained many people to financial freedom. I'm going to be here today with two of my amazing graduates, and they're going to be talking to you about their journey in property so far. Hey Hawa, how are you? Okay? Yeah? All right. Mwah. Mwah. Daniel, brilliant. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to Success Sunday. So, how did it all begin for you guys? How did you even get to know about me and Assets for Life?
Yeah, so I came across you on Facebook. I saw one of the development videos you were doing. Sent the video over to Hawa, so that have a look at this guy. That was basically it. And then we signed up to what was the name of the event?
3-day property summit.
Okay, the two day, yeah. So you came to an event, the Property Business Summit, which is like a preview event. You came along for 2 days, hung out with me and my business partner Jay. But up until that point of seeing me on Facebook, what did you have interest in becoming a property investor? Had you guys spoke about this before?
Yeah, we had actually been to a few other training seminars like yours as well before, but we didn't really take to them as much as we took to you. So that's what just...
Yeah, and I think that's really important, because there's a lot of training companies out there. There's a lot of people that offer a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of crap out there as well, and there's a lot of fluff. And you need to make sure that the person you go with is, walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And we are so active in property. Like, we do loads of property deals, rent to rent, serviced accommodation, HMOs. Obviously, you saw one of my videos around land developments, probably building 7 flats and 2 houses, or maybe that was a video at one of our commercial conversion sites. And it is really important, isn't it, to go and hang out with the person that you feel you've got that connection with. So you came to the Property Business Summit, and then how was that event for you?
Really good. I remember after it we were like, yep, I think this is the one.
We were surprised that it was even free.
Yeah, because we were saying it was packed with so much information compared to the other ones we've gone to, and from that already we knew we've taken in so much, but we wanted more. You wanted more. Yeah,
the 1 day events that I operate and the 2 day events, when they're like a preview event, then we always make sure we over deliver. And I think that's really important. Give you more than what you're expecting, and this is how you build clients. This is how you build that relationship, and that's exactly what happened to you guys. So you spent 2 days with me, and that was it. You made the decision to become professional property investors, and then you came on to my 3-day bootcamp.
Yes. We done that in January.
Yeah, we did that in January, yes.
January this year.
Yes.
Cool. And how was the 3-day bootcamp for you?
Filled with a lot of information.
Much of the same,
but really good. Got us excited. Thought that's what we needed. But then I know we also wanted more in terms of like mentoring, etc. But I remember that 3 days, like at the end of every
your head was spinning a bit.
Yeah, exactly. It was like so much information.
But you walked out of an action plan, right? Yes. You had the action steps needed to go start, scale and grow your business. So when you joined us, were you working full time? What were you doing?
It's a lot. Well, I work with my family in a restaurant, and
I still work full time. Right now, I wasn't working at where I'm working now. Before I was a receptionist, and I'm now back in property full time.
Okay, so work for an agency, and what do you do now in property?
So my role is called Lettings Operations Coordinator, so I basically just deal with all the legal side of things.
Okay, so all the legal stuff, yeah? Okay, cool. It's not really managing tenants or finding deals, it's more behind the scenes work, yeah? Okay, and then you still work with your family in the restaurant business, is that right? Yeah? So exchanging time for money at the moment, and I think that's really why you wanted to start the process of building a property portfolio. What's your goals over the next 1 or 2 years?
Well, by the end of this year, we're hoping to have obtained minimum of 6 rent-to-rents. So as of now, we're on 3. So yeah, halfway there. And then next year to get into buy-to-let. And then long-term.
To own the asset is ultimately what you want to start doing in year 2. So year 1 is all about cash flow, scalability, getting 6 rent-to-rent deals in the portfolio. Will that be enough for maybe one of you or both of you to come out of your day job?
Yeah, I'm planning to leave, but not fully, just go into part-time. So there's still some definite cash flow coming in, but there's also more time towards our business.
So why did you choose rent-to-rent? Easy to get into, good cash flow as well, and low money down.
Okay, so low money down, easy to scale. You don't have to buy the asset, do you? So ultimately, you don't have to wait 3 or 4 or 5 months to go through the legal process. You know, cash flow on most rent-to-rent deals is pretty solid. Not too difficult to get up and running once you've had the advanced training from me. And you finished the boot camp and you got your first deal in how many days?
Literally like,
2 weeks, yeah? That's good. That's fast.
It's a long work.
Cool.
Sleepless nights, but
wow. But you rolled your sleeves up, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You just went for it. So, 2 weeks after attending my training course, you got your first deal. You've now got 3 deals. You're about 5 months in the process, 6 months into the process now. That's really good going, really good going. So, a big congratulations to both of you guys. And 6 for sure is well within your reach. Now, bearing in mind, you've done this with no experience, you part-time, so this is possible, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say to anyone watching this video now that's thinking, hey, look, I haven't got any money, I haven't got any time, I haven't got any experience, I'm not sure if I can do this, I want to become a property investor, but I just don't know how. What's your message out there to people to give them that motivation and inspiration they need?
The first one would be to get yourself a mentor. Like obviously, I highly recommend yourself, but because you just need the guidance, as in it's really hard, and it'll make the process a lot slower for yourself as well without a mentor, like I feel. And
I'd say stop making excuses.
Nice.
Because if you really wanted to, you would make time if you wanted to go on holiday, you'd make time if you wanted to do that. So just make time for something will help you in the long run. And just don't be afraid, because I know at first we were a bit afraid of getting into it, calling people, coming out of our comfort zone. So come out of your comfort zone and
That's great tips. Get out of your comfort zone, find a great mentor, make it a priority. And I think that's important, isn't it? With anything you do in life, you've got to make it a priority. Like, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to get it, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to go and get my first 1, 2, 3 deals over the line. So your HMOs at the moment, they're 4-bed mini-mos, is that correct? Brilliant. And what type of tenants do you have in those properties?
working professionals.
All working professionals, yeah? And how are you vetting your tenants?
We market on Spare Room, Open Rent, Facebook, and then once we get them in, we reference them. But obviously the tenant fee ban is now in place, so we decided to start referencing them ourselves, but before we're using a company, but just to save on costs, because we can still get that information. But just also on viewings, having conversations with them. Our viewings normally last 30 minutes or 45 minutes, just so we have a relationship with them, understand exactly what they expect, and get to know them and reference them.
That's really good, isn't it? Building rapport with your tenants is really important. You want to make sure you've got a strong bond with them. You've got a good, strong relationship. So what type of stuff do you do when managing your HMOs to give your tenant that extra special service or make them feel comfortable?
I say our package, our tenant viewing package is a good touch. A lot of people have said themselves they don't really get handed a welcome package, if you get what I mean, or yeah, thanks for coming to view our property.
Yeah. And we also, just the way the landlords have said it as well, the way we actually just do little touch-ups to the property, just make it more homely, adding pictures and adding couches and TVs when we don't really need to. So every time someone comes view, they always compliment it, saying this is the best they've come to see, and then it just feels homey and somewhere they can see themselves living in.
So you pride yourselves on providing exceptional accommodation, the best in the area. I think it's really important. This is what we teach when you come and get trained by us. Really look after your tenant. You'll keep them for longer. You can charge maximum room rates, and you can go for it. Now, I know a lot of people out there, right? A lot of people out there, they're always scared about getting that first or second deal over the line, and then they end up doing nothing. Yeah. You know, what would you say to anyone out there that's feeling a bit scared at the moment about getting that first deal? Because you just went for it 2 weeks, which was awesome, right? What would you say to those people?
I'd say, I think what we done was, which I found hard too, was like write down goals in each step, and then like I think you guys also mentioned that in the boot camp, and like time frame. So we wrote everything down, come up with a company name, sign up for this, sign up for that, and then just start calling straight away. Because I know we didn't have everything ready when we were calling agents and landlords, so sometimes we get no's obviously, but just get used to, not used to, but just don't be afraid if you get no, but just keep pushing through, and then you'll get that.
How many viewings did you go on before you found your first deal?
The first one.
Yeah.
It was the first one.
That was the first one.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, I think we were really lucky.
Yeah, that is a bit lucky.
Yeah.
Now, another one of my graduates, Rob Mason, he done 6 viewings in one day. His first time ever viewing property, and he got 3 offers accepted on that day. So it's more than possible. Yeah. But it's not always going to happen. So perseverance is vital, isn't it?
Now we've done loads of viewings and we haven't got our next deal. So
you're probably thinking, hey, this is so easy. So you've got 3 now. You want 6 by the end of the year. What are you doing to ensure that you hit that target?
Well, yeah, to be honest, we're not being as active as we should be, but we are looking to create that. As long as time, obviously gives it to us. But yeah, just more phone calls, getting ourselves out there, maybe popping into estate agents as well. Yeah. We've actually never done that till now. I know you do.
So where have you found your deals? So that's good. So your first deal, how did you find that deal? So Gumtree, brilliant, great source of direct to vendor. Yeah. Second deal?
It was through the first landlord.
Through the landlord?
His brother.
It's his brother, Brilliant, amazing. So you've done really well with this guy, and then you get another one.
But then the other one is their dad. So yeah, so we have been really lucky. They've seen the way we've done the first one, the type of
fantastic.
They've continuously tried to give us more deals, but as we were saying before, don't be afraid to say no. We checked out and it didn't work, so we've just let it go. So they just like the way we work, they like the way we communicated and the way we done the properties. So.
It's like waiting for a bus, isn't it? You wait for a bus, you're standing there like 30, 40 minutes, and then all of a sudden like 3 buses come at once. And this is what we find in property. Sometimes you'll get your first deal over the line on viewing number 1. It might take 30 viewings before you get your first one. The key thing is the first one's going to come, and then when it does, you normally find deal 2, 3 and 4 come really quickly. So I think for you guys, giving you some tips now, to get deal number 4, 5 and 6, go back to basics, get back onto Gumtree, set time aside in your diary to make the phone calls, get out to all the local letting agents, because you've got social proof now. Now you don't need social proof to get your first deal, you just need to have confidence in what you say and build that relationship. But the fact that you've now got social proof is really going to help you with confidence, certainly when going out to letting agents, which is really important. What would you say to anyone watching this video right now that's thinking about getting into property, thinking of coming and hanging out with me and my business partner? What would you say to those people?
Yeah, just go for it. As in, there's nothing like property. There's nothing like the cash flow you can get within property as well.
And I'd say don't be afraid, because I know when we signed up for the courses, like I think 2 hours later, we're like, wait, how are we going to pay for this? We've put ourselves in a situation, how are we going to, but it's 6 months down the line, we've done it. I can't tell you how, but it's been done. If you want something, you would.
If you want it, you go and make it happen, don't you? And have you been really pleased with your own journey and success over the last 6 months?
Yeah, of course. I know the Facebook group has also been lots of help. I know when we made our logo, we posted it up and you still commented on it, giving some tips. I think we were saying all seasons property investment relocation is like it's too long. So all those things you helped us through like the whole 6 months. If we have questions, put it on Facebook, will be answered.
And that's the thing. This works if you work it. And there's a whole community there, Assets for Life community, you know, and which people can join. They've just got to go to Facebook and search Assets for Life Property Community, join the Facebook community. You can ask any question there you want at any given time. You get that help and support. The only way this works is if you do the work. You guys have done the work. You've followed my system. You've been there. You've not given up. You've fought through. And as a result of that, you've got 3 property deals under your belt. And I know there's plenty more to come. So, top tip from both of you to give the audience. What's your big top tip?
Top tip. I'd say, obviously we've been lucky because we have each other. So I'd just say if you are alone, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do your research. I think for us, a top tip would just be research. Just do your due diligence and just don't be afraid to ask. Was that going to be yours? Sorry. Just don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't feel like ashamed. No question's a silly question, especially if you're doing it to make your life better and make yourself better.
Fantastic, well done.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I just thought something else. I would say don't be afraid to negotiate as hard as possible, because we've found out with some of our properties that we've taken on now that if we had been a bit more firm with the landlord, we would have been much better.
Your cash flow would go up, won't you? Every £50, every £100 really makes a big difference on that bottom line, doesn't it? Yeah. And I really like what you said there. Don't be afraid to negotiate, and also don't be afraid to walk away from deals. And I know you've started to walk away from some deals, haven't you? Because they just don't quite stack. And
they would still give us property, but just property. They would still give us profit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Time versus reward is low, isn't it? So you've got to make sure you get the right deal in the right area, which is awesome. I'm really proud of you guys. It's been amazing watching your journey. We're so excited to continue working with you and seeing you grow. We're always going to be there for you. What's the name of your company? What's your website, and how can people hook up with you?
Our company name is All Seasons PIR. We have an Instagram page, All Seasons PIR also, Facebook page, and our website is www.allseasonspir.co.uk. So just easier to reach us through Instagram.
You work with investors? Yes. So good. So if there's any investors watching, you know, get in contact. If there's any landlords watching and you don't want to manage your properties, get in contact. You know, I can vouch for you two guys. You are fantastic. You really care about your clients. You care about the landlord. And in terms of funding your rent-to-rent deals, how did you fund those deals?
It was a mix of all three that you teach. So bit of our own money from the bank as well, and through investors.
And investors. So if there's anyone watching this video now and they have got zero money, can they become a property investor?
Yes, of course, 100%.
How are they going to do that?
Through investors.
Through investors, exactly. There's so much money out there, isn't there?
I don't know, people around you have money, because friends, family, when you tell them what you're doing.
I'd say that'll probably be the first go-to, go to your friends and family, as we've seen.
What you're doing and how it's going to work. And I remember at first they were a bit skeptic, and then we told them to research you, and they're like, okay.
And it becomes easier once you get a few properties. That credibility builds, obviously.
You could do like an investor day now. You know, you could, to raise more money, you can invite investors in your local area to come and look at what you do, and that will be a great way to generate leads. There's so much we can help you with here at Assets for Life to scale now. You know, you've got off the ground, which is amazing. We now want to help you go bigger and better. So thanks for coming on the show. It's been an amazing interview. You're really an inspiration to so many people. So a big congratulations, and yeah. Great, keep doing what you're doing. Cool, good. I really hope you enjoyed that interview with two of my amazing graduates, Hawa and Daniel. Haven't they done amazingly well? And look, here's the thing. Let's stop messing about. If you're watching this video and you want cash flow, you want big lumps of cash, you want freedom, you want time, you want to build a legacy, you want to get out the rat race, quit the job, reduce your hours in business, it's available for you. So stop bitching, stop moaning, stop complaining, stop coming up with all of the excuses that's holding you back, and click the link in the description below and come and join me at one of my up and coming events. These guys came to one of my events. It's completely transformed their life. You've got to be in it to win it. So stay tuned for more videos, and somewhere around here at some point there is a link and the next video for you to watch.